Why we don't like people, and how we could. The mirror we don't recognize. There's a question that haunts me. Why do we dislike the people around us? We say they're selfish, materialistic, unethical, without morals. We say they interfere in our business, invade our privacy, criticize us relentlessly. But what if the problem isn't them? What if we're looking at a mirror and blaming the reflection? The starting point. What we carry. Every human being carries negativity. Not just one person. All of us. Jealousy, competition, low tolerance for difference, the urge to judge, the need to be right, the impulse to point out flaws. This isn't a moral failing. It's part of how we're built. We're tribal creatures. We compare ourselves to others. We notice threats. We scan for problems. This kept our ancestors alive. But it doesn't keep us connected. What we do with our negativity. Here's where the real problem begins. We don't just have negativity. We project it onto the world. We assume others are negative like us. We expect them to be selfish like us. We look for evidence of their criticism, their judgment, their intrusion. And because we're looking for it, we find it. Not because it's always there, but because confirmation bias is ruthless. Like miners searching for gold in one specific spot, we're searching for negativity in one specific place, other people's character. What we've already decided. The moment we decide someone is the type who interferes, we've locked the frame. Now every concern they show becomes intrusion. Now every guidance they offer becomes criticism. Now every question about our life becomes nosiness. We're not discovering these things. We're projecting them. A stranger says, "Be careful crossing the road." What are they actually saying? "You matter to me. I don't want you hurt." That's care. But our negative framework translates it. They're controlling. They think I'm stupid. They can't mind their own business. The cruelest irony, we reject the very evidence that someone cares about us. We push away the people who are actually trying to help us see our blind spots. We call their concern intrusion. We call their guidance criticism. We interpret their care as control. And then we say, nobody cares. Everyone is selfish. But they do care. We're just unable to see it because our negative framework distorts everything. Why the gaps widen. The distances between people grow wider not because people have become more selfish. They grow wider because we've trained ourselves to see only negativity. We look at a neighbor's success and feel jealous instead of happy. We hear a friend's concern and feel judged instead of supported. We see a family member's questions and feel invaded instead of valued. We're seeing our own insecurity, our own competition, our own low tolerance, and we're calling it their fault. The gaps are choices. Here's what needs to be said clearly. The distance is not inevitable. We create it. Every time we choose to focus on someone's flaws instead of their effort. Every time we interpret concern as intrusion. Every time we decide someone's one mistake defines them. Every time we refuse to see the good in them because we're looking for the bad. We're choosing the gap, the test that could change everything. But there's another choice available. What if we deliberately looked for one worthy trait in each person? Not ignoring their flaws, not pretending people are perfect, but finding one genuine good thing about them. One thing worthy of respect. And then, this is the critical part, letting that one thing matter enough to outweigh the negatives. What this looks like. A person who criticizes you might also be someone who cares enough to speak truth.